Okay, Bonsai. I'm the Cobra Kai Kid. Welcome to the live stream. Hopefully, you all can hear me now. I just want to thank you all so much for coming. As you can see I'm literally saying the same things that I said before when I was muted, but that's all right. As you can see from the title, we are going to be talking about the first three episodes of Kai Toons that just launched here on the Cobra Kai Kid YouTube channel. Kai Toons is a brand new Cobra Kai animated series that I've released here on the channel, and there will be more. It's a series. So we just released 3 episodes so far, but there will be more to come. But hopefully you all enjoyed the first 3 episodes. They've been doing amazing on the channel. Like episode 1 is already over 10,000 views, which is absolutely insane. Thank you guys. In literally like 3 days, it's at 10,000 views. So couldn't have done it without you. Hopefully we could keep growing it up there. Remember, all of the proceeds that the first 3 episodes raise in the first month of its release will go to Ukraine. So make sure to rewatch the episodes, and by watching the episodes and sharing the episodes, you'll be supporting a great cause. So I just want to thank all of you for coming today, and also very excited because we are going to be talking about everything Kai Toons. I'm going to answer all of your questions right here on the stream. If you have any questions about episodes 1, 2, or 3, you can comment them down below. Maybe we'll bring some people on to ask a question. So get ready for that. And if you have a question, feel free to ask. Gene, aka Fighting Flix, who is the designer and animator of Kai Toons, couldn't be here today. He might pop in the chat. Hopefully we could see him. If he's not here, we are going to do another live stream because he's super busy. So it's been hard to coordinate. But we'll do a live stream, me and him, later in the month. We'll try and do something just so we can talk about Kai Toons together, because he is a big reason why all of this came to be. Like literally, he designed these characters. I wrote everything. I told him like what I want, kind of the story, what I want the design to look like, but he ultimately was the one who did it all. So shout out to Gene, Fighting Flix. Go check him out. And yeah, and happy 4th of July, everybody. Happy 4th of July. Totally forgot to say that. Happy 4th of July. Hope you all are seeing some cool fireworks today. And yeah, we got I'll be honest, it's been a hectic few months. If you guys have been keeping up with the channel, you guys know what I've been doing. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of good stuff, but it's also been very overwhelming on my plate. So just trying to find my balance. But you know what they say, like balance is key. We'll get there. Right now, just focusing on Kai Toons. I'm actually going to be going to Colorado. I'm going to be going to Colorado in the next few days. And I might be meeting some people down there. If you guys are familiar with the Cobra Kai fandom, the Cobra Kai community, there's some people, some other Cobra Kai fans in Colorado. So we might do a meetup or something. So stay tuned for that. Cobra Kai Nerd, thank you so much for becoming a new member. Appreciate that. Let's see, what level are you? Black belt. Awesome. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. I hope you enjoy the perks that come with it. You guys, the black belt members, or the sensei, well, members will get like early like updates on stuff, like different projects I'm working on. Like they'll know before everybody else. But the sensei level members will get like the actual footage. So sensei members got to see all of Kai Toons the day before, and they got a sneak peek the day Kai Toons was announced, I believe. So now I know a lot of people are asking about episode 4. I'll address that really quickly. We only made 3, like as of right now. So there's no episode 4. Like I didn't really write. I don't have an episode 4 written. I have ideas, but I haven't wrote anything. Gina hasn't animated anything. There's no episode 4 right now. We're thinking of waiting until season 5 comes out. So just to make that clear, there most likely won't be a Kai Toons episode until season 5. So just because there's going to be so much going on. So yeah. But you have 3 epic episodes to watch here in the channel. So yeah. So guys, if you have any questions, comment them down below. Sebastian, happy birthday to your dad and happy 4th of July. Andrew, wearing your Cobra Kai shirt under your work shirt today. Nice. No mercy. No mercy. So, if you guys have any questions about Toons, comment them down below. We'll talk about them. But before we do that, here's a quick refresher on episodes 1 through 3 of Toons.
Mercy is for the weak. Here, on the street, in competition, a man confronts you, he is the enemy. An enemy deserves no mercy. What is the problem, Mr. Lawrence?
That's it!
Stop it! Stop it!
There you go. So episode 1, just to refresh you all, episode 1 of Toons is how Cobra Kai season 4 should have ended. So basically, it's like, you know, kind of a this was inspired by is it pronounced Hishi? There's like a YouTube channel, How It Should Have Ended, where they do like different like alternate endings. So that was inspired by that. And basically, you know, I always like thought there's gonna be spoilers here, by the way. So if you guys haven't seen Toons, go watch Toons, all 3 episodes, then come back and watch this. But you know, I always like wondered how come Cobra Kai, like John Kreese and Terry Silver, were allowed in the tournament when in season 1 it specifically like they specifically said they are banned, they can't compete. You know, Johnny unbanned Cobra Kai, but you would think Terry and Kreese were still banned because Johnny wasn't part of that band. So this is like a joke, like kind of like a spin on that. Then episode 2 is Martin KOVE auditions for the Karate Kid. Now this one is my baby because I love Martin KOVE. I am the biggest Martin KOVE fan. I love John Kreese. I love Martin KOVE. And I knew I wanted to do something with him, especially because my grandpa plays him in all my parodies. I was like, gotta put my grandpa in there somehow. So I was like, one story that really intrigued me with Martin KOVE with that he would always tell is how he got the role of John Kreese in the Karate Kid. He would tell this story in every interview. You know, Karate Kid came out about like 40 years ago. So Martin KOVE would say the same story in every interview. And I thought it was a really great story about how he, you know, he literally went into the audition like with the Kreese anger, you know, because they told him he had a week to prepare, but he really didn't. He had to come in the day of. So he came in with that fire, that anger. And I always loved that story. I was like, man, I wish we could see that. And I'm like, boom, how fun would that be to animate that? And I knew hopefully so Martin has shared the animation on his Instagram. Like he literally was a collaborator with me on that post, which is so insane. I haven't heard his thoughts yet though. He posted it. I know he's at a convention, so maybe when he gets back, he'll be able to tell me what he thought of it. But I don't know like what he actually thought of it. But I think he might have saw it. I can't be 100% sure. I just know he reposted it, which is really, really cool. And then episode 3 is this one was there was no question I had to do this one. Originally I was going to do like a live action, something like this, but I was like, you know what? We could animate this. Daniel and Johnny go to therapy. I mean, you just had to like, and that one is probably my personal favorite. I just love that one. Like, you know, that one I really got the right. That one is all like dialogue. You know, there's not a lot of action until the end. It's just dialogue, character driven, beginning, middle, end of comedy and story and progression of these characters bickering and getting angry. At first, they start at this therapy, you know, they're like, okay, we're here, let's do this. And just over time, it gradually builds and builds, and they keep going at each other. The therapist can't control it, and then you got the ending. So, though that's basically the backstory, or those are basically the episode recaps for Toons. And now let's get into some questions. So comment your thoughts, comment your questions. Once again, all the money that Toons raises is going to Ukraine. So if you guys want to rewatch the episodes, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support on this series. I also did an interview with What's on Netflix where I talk about the series. So if you want to check that out, it's on. If you literally search Cobra Kai Kid and go to news on Google, you can find that article. I did a whole interview, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I'm trying to think what else there is. Yeah, just thank you all. So let's answer some questions, and then maybe we'll get some people on. And yeah. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. It's like that's pretty cool. Because it's like green. Okay. Cobra Badass Kai says, "Hey Drew, loved Toons. Episode 3 is epic." Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, wait, let me scroll up. I see we missed a bunch of stuff. Okay. Am I going on Ken Cole's channel? Yeah, I'm gonna do something with Ken Cole in the near future. Who is my favorite Toons character? Oh, that's a good question. I love this one. Wait, no. I love Bert's mom. I love Bert's mom. I think Bert's mom, for the one line she had. And some of you guys picked up on the Xander Stone. Yes. When I was describing Bert's mom to Gene, I was like, this is Xander Stone's mom, but for Bert. So, like, give her the B's, the B's, Xander's mom had the T for Topanga Karate. I said, put 2 B's on her cheeks, and then, like, give her, like, the Eagle Fang shirt with it saying Bert. And yeah. So, I love Bert's mom. Arion says episode 2 is your favorite. Awesome. Thank you, Arion. Yeah, episode 2, I think, is one of the more like low-key kind of episodes. It's a little more like, people are more like, I would say are more attracted to how season 4 should have ended, how Cobra Kai, Daniel and Johnny go to they're more attracted to the Cobra Kai, those characters. But I don't want to just do like the big things that everybody will just click on and whatever. I want to do like some like more like nuanced stuff. So like Martin KOVE auditioning for the Karate Kid, that might not like get as much attention, but I feel like there's such a pureness there of like seeing John Avildsen, Jerry Weintraub, Caro Jones, Robert Kamen. These are the guys involved in the original Karate Kid, and then seeing obviously Mr. Martin KOVE. So I'm glad episode 2 was your favorite. That one is definitely special to me, especially because my grandpa did Kreese and he did amazing. He actually hasn't seen it yet. Because I have to like go over to his house and like show him like how to put it on the TV. So maybe I'll do that today. But yeah, he hasn't seen it yet, so I'm excited for him to see it. Wow, Alicia, thank you so much for the super chat. Wow, really appreciate that. I absolutely loved all the animated episodes. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you so much. That really means a lot. Thank you. Gabriella says it would be cool if you made Toons merch. Yes. I will be making Toons merch, most likely. I think there could be a lot of cool stuff there. It'd definitely be fun to make like Bert's mom. Okay, if we did Toons merch, what would you guys want? I'm thinking we could get the logo, the Toons logo. We could get like characters. What characters like that you guys have seen so far would you want as Toons merch? Comment below. What kind of Toons merch do you want? Ryan asks, why was Mitch's hair color red orange type of color? Because Mitch's hair in the show ain't red orange, it's brown or black type of color. Yeah, that is you got to ask Gene that. Gene designed and animated that, so that's a Gene question. Alice asks, will there be a zombie Toons episode? That'd be fun. Maybe we could do that. Brawl Stars King, I might give you a shout out on my channel because my favorite YouTuber is you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Ariane says Martin came full on Kreese mode and killed his audition. Yes. 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 So, with that episode, the story that Martin KOVE said. So if you guys watch, where he talks about how he got the role of Kreese, he basically, like, I didn't do exactly what he said, because even though I wanted to stay true to what it was, this is also an animation. It's also a story. It's a little short film. So you have to make it entertaining. You know, just because something is based off of a true story doesn't mean it has to be the exact true story. So from a story perspective, in his real story, Martin KOVE says that his wife told him to use the anger, use the venom that you have for not having any time to prepare at your audition. And he says, okay, I'll do that. So he goes into the audition full aware that he's going to get angry. He knows he's going to get angry, and he knows that he's going to use that to try and get the role. For this story, for the animation, that didn't work. There was no, you need like a setup and you need like a payoff, and that wouldn't have worked. That doesn't work on a story level. So the logical thing to do was to just have him so mad. He was so mad. He wasn't even thinking about getting the role. So, like, it's not like his wife said, use the anger you have. He was just naturally angry. He was just like, what? How could you do this? He's like, I'm going to go over there and give them a piece of my mind. So when he gets to that audition, he's not trying to get the role of Kreese. Like, he's not auditioning. He's just like telling them, I'm so pissed with you guys. You guys said I had a week to prepare, and you lied. Like, you're a real putz, and you're a putz, and you don't give me time to prepare. And then, like, you know, Caro Jones says, like, Martin, it's not that big of a deal. It's like just a few lines. And he's like, what? What? You think that a few lines? Mercy's for the weak. Here on the streets, in competition, a man confronts you. He is the enemy, and an enemy deserves no mercy. What is the problem, Mr. Lawrence? It's not just a few lines, Caro Jones. And then they're all just like in shock because he said the whole thing, not even realizing he said it. So that's where the payoff comes in. So you have to sort of change those things sometimes. Johnny was spot on. Thanks, Alicia. Appreciate that. You know, I've been working on my Johnny impression pretty much. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to voice as Johnny, because Johnny kind of talks like this. You know, he kind of over exaggerates things. So I appreciate that, Alicia. Quiet. Yeah, I know. I love doing the Daniel and Johnny. So if you guys don't know, I did Daniel and Johnny in the animations, and episode 3 was so fun. Like, Jenny, you know we need this. We got to go to therapy, Jenny. Ah, be quiet, LaRusso. You act all so high and mighty. You're trash. Like, Ralph Macchio's a chump. Like, oh, I love that. So that was fun. That was a challenge, doing those voices. Cobra Kai Nerd says episode 1 was your favorite. Awesome. Glad you liked episode 1. Gabriella loves episode 2. Awesome. There we go. I love, you see, this is what I love. I love that there's not just a episode 1 is my favorite, or episode 2 is my favorite, or episode 3. It's not just one thing. Like, everybody has different ones. So that's what's good. That's what I'm very happy about. When everybody has different favorite episodes, that makes me happy, because it shows that all the episodes are different, they're unique, and they're good. That was the goal with these first 3 episodes. I wanted all 3 to be very different from each other. I wanted episode 1 to feature a lot of characters and kind of set up the universe and set up Kai Toons. So episode 1 was like the big, like, this is what it's going to be like. And then you have a bunch of characters in there. You have like this big story going on. And then episode 2 kind of narrows it. Like, now we're like in this different like universe. Like, we're not in the Cobra Kai or Karate Kid universe. We're in real world. So this is not Kreese. This is Martin KOVE. We're seeing Robert Kamen. Like, this is the real world. And then episode 3, Daniel, Johnny, therapist. 3 characters, very simple. Boom. And then, in the future, I'll just do more and more. I mean, I love every character in Cobra Kai. I love characters from Miguel to Sam to Homeless Lynn and to Counselor Blatt. Like, I love every character. So the goal is hopefully I could use every single character in an animation. And you guys know, like, some of my favorite scenes, my favorite characters. I love, like, Yaya and, like, Amanda LaRusso, like, all those characters. So, I mean, that'd be cool to, like, use them in it, too. There's just so many characters and so many possible stories. So, what was my favorite episode to make? Great question. It depends what you say by make. Because I wrote all the episodes, Gene designed it and animated, and I actually did some like post editing. So some of the like little things, like not little, but like the music, some of the like after effects I did with the animations and some like splicings. My favorite episode to make. Episode 1 was definitely the most like fun in terms of like there was so much going on. So that was like fun to make. Episode 2 was satisfying. Episode 3 was, I loved writing episode 3. Because it just came to me so natural. How long did it take to write? Great question. Think about a month, maybe. I think about a month. Maybe a couple weeks. For all 3 episodes. But that's also because I'm working on other projects at the same time too. So yeah. Yeah, Cobra Kai Nerd, you predicted episode 1. Like I saw that. I'm like, dude, like, how did you know? That was great. Talking straight with Nate, was the music before entering the therapist's office Seinfeld influence? Yeah, it was like definitely a, like just like a funny like, sitcom kind of music. Yeah. Flomina, I love episode 3. Are you sure you're not married? That had me howling. Yeah, everyone loved that joke, which I'm very glad that joke landed. I mean, it's just like what I love about that. I mean, like you see these guys together and they act like they're married, like with the bickering. It's like opposites. Like I've seen married couples act like that, so it's just so funny to see that. And like what I loved when writing that, so the therapist says like, are you so how long have you two been married? Like assuming that they're married. How long, not are you guys married? It's how long have you been married? And they're like, no, we're not married. And then like Johnny's like, he's not my type. and someone in the comments also like noted this. Like it's not even like because it's not even like Johnny says like, oh no, because he's a guy. It's like he's like, well, like for starters, you have terrible communication skills. You have a huge temper, and wait, no, what is it? For starters, you have terrible communication skills. You have a huge temper, and something like that. Like basically, like just like they're saying they're not married, but they're talking like they're married. Like your communication skills are terrible. Like all that. So love that. Okay, wait. I see the merch ideas. Okay, so Hawk. So this is what you guys want for merch for Kai Toons merch. Hawk, Martin Cove, Bert's mom, Johnny, Stingray, Daniel punching the therapist. What's up, Brianna? All of them. Yeah. Okay. I should make a Bert's mom shirt with her saying "I love you, Bert" or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I like it. We're gonna do that. I will do that. Will there be a Halloween special of Kai Toons? That'd be cool, actually. That'd be cool, actually, to do like Kai Toons on certain days. Ooh, we could think about that. Was my grandpa the voice of Kreese again? Yes, he was. Yes, he was. You can always bet my grandpa will play Kreese. Always. All right, we're gonna get to work on the Kai Toons merch. The therapist was so funny. Yes, yes. The therapist had enough of Daniel and Johnny. What's up, Watch Party fan page? Martin Cove doesn't look any different besides the hair. Yes, yes. Cobra Badass guy. My grandpa always does a phenomenal job playing Kreese. He's the best. He's the best. He's so good. He doesn't even know. Like, you know what's funny? It's like I don't think he really knew. Like, I mean, I told him what it was. I told him, listen, like, this is going to be an animation. You're doing voiceovers. You're auditioning for Kreese. But I don't think he really knew exactly what this was going to be. So I got to show him what it was. But like it's just funny. He did such a great job and not really probably having a full concept of what it's going to be. Oh, Alice, Mr. Miyagi's going to be there. Definitely. He's going to be there. Mr. Miyagi's going to be in the future. Talking straight with Nate. Great job. Need a Yaya episode. Please check your email. I have a video idea request to help raise funds for charity you made me aware of. Oh, cool, man. Thank you for the super chat. We all thought you were going to voice Bert. We were wrong. Yeah, buddy. I mean, come on. How insane is that? How insane. Did you guys, who noticed? Like, when you guys were watching, did you notice right away? I know, like, if it wasn't going to be him, it was going to be me. Everyone doubted me. They all thought I was just a nerd. Like, I could have done an okay job because, but come on. I mean, did you guys know? How freaking cool? Terry Silver Kai Toons merch. Yes, we're gonna do it. Ariane, you're working on the recreation. Oh my god, I'm ready for it. I'm ready. Ariane, please recreate Kai Toons. I should make a shirt with Bert's Kai Toons lines. Oh my god, yes. Okay, we will do that. Okay. Kind of thought it was you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, some people didn't really notice it was Owen Morgan. Yeah, I mean his voice has changed. And also he doesn't have too many lines in Cobra Kai. Like they gotta give him more lines. All right. So okay, wait. So what do we want for Kai Toons merch? What do we want, everybody? All right. Name the characters. Name the characters. Cobra Badass Kai. While I was watching, I'm just waiting for the person who voices himself, and then I hear Bert. Yeah, exactly. Bert's mom. Mitch, Bert's mom. Okay. Okay. I think Bert's mom is just like, is Bert's mom a fan favorite now? Like, can we hashtag Bert's mom John Kreese? Oh, you could definitely bet Anthony is going to come in Kai Toons. Bert with the trophy. All right. Therapist merge. Okay. All right. I got to get to work on this. Okay. I'll get to work on this. Oh man. There's so many possibilities. Possibilities are endless. Hashtag Bert's mom. Guys, hashtag Bert's mom. I want to see like all the posts. I want to see posts like Bert's mom, this, Bert's mom, that. Like, who would play Bert's mom in Cobra Kai? Like, I mean, like, just look at her. Just look at her, everybody. Just look at her. I mean, she's a legend right there. Like, I always do the wrong way. She's this woman is a legend. She's a legend. When am I making new episodes? Probably after season 5. Me with a wig. Petition to get John Horse to cast someone to play Bert's mom. We needed Bert's mom. Do the competition where you get us animated, please. Yeah, I will do that. So someone actually commented a cool idea, which I think we could do. I have to see when. You see, we might like the thing is we might do the competition at a random time, and then I can't necessarily guarantee like, okay, it'll definitely be for episode 4 because I don't know what episode 4 is going to be yet. You know what I mean? So it might be episode 5. The mom who played Susan Heffley in Diary of a Wimpy Kid can be Bert's mom. Oh god. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna get to work on the merch. That would be so cool. That'd be fun. Oh my god, Bert's mom, jeez. I love you, sweetie. Oh, Brianna. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you. Oh my god. Wow, thank you. Why not ask Sarah? I bet she knows someone. Who's Sarah? You don't have to do that, but thank you, Brianna. Who's Sarah? Morgan. Oh. Oh yeah, you could have Sarah Morgan play him. she, wait, yeah. I mean, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, why not just have her play Bert's mom? Does she act? Guys, shout out to Sarah Morgan, Bert's actual. I wasn't even thinking about that. Honestly, I never even thought about like actually like I gotta share this animation with her. Holy crap! I gotta share. I did not even think about that, guys. We gotta shout out to Sarah. Wait, does it look like Sarah Morgan? Wait, I swear I didn't even like. That wasn't even a thing in my mind. I can't go on Instagram. I deleted the app. That's so funny. Thanks, Brianna, for that. I totally forgot that. Like, I wasn't even thinking about that. But is there any other questions we have about Toons? Okay, ask questions on episodes 1 through 3. If you guys have any questions, you could ask questions about the writing. You could ask questions about the design, the animation, the music. I will tease this. This upcoming week we have some projects coming out. So we have I will be posting the official theme song for Toons, which is a freaking bop. Let me see if I could. So I wrote the theme song for Toons, and like I gotta say, like I'm just so like I love this song. All right, here it is. Theme song for Toons. Here we go. Wait, start over. Boom. That's the theme song for Toons. Love it. So that will be posted. And then Gene, the designer and animator of Fight and Flix of Toons, will be doing he made this like behind the scenes thing of how he designed and animated the episodes for Toons, which is really cool. So I'm going to be posting that too onto the channel. So we'll do that. How long did it take to write episode 1? I can't even like let me see. Actually, I could go in my Google Doc history. I could tell you guys. I could give you guys some statistics. I was like writing this in like school. Let me see. How Cobra Kai season 4 should have ended. I think I wrote this back in April. details. Oh wow, I created it. Okay, this is how long this is. I created it in March, on March 27th, and the last time I think I edited it was April 21st. So about a month. Yeah. So yeah, that's script. I'm looking at it right there. It's a short script, but it came out to be like 3 minutes. It's like, that's what I've learned. It's like a lot of the scripts were like really short, but then the animation's like long. So what episode took the longest to write? Probably the therapist. I think the therapist one. Honestly, I can't remember like specifically writing these. I don't know. It was a while ago. It's a couple months ago. But yeah. I think the therapist one, because I had the most dialogue, and it was also like there were some parts I got like kind of stuck. I was like, okay, where do we go from here? Like, what would this character say? What would this, because you know what was so cool is like it was like an open-ended thing. Like I knew I wanted the therapist to say certain lines. So why do you think you're here today? So boom, the therapist has, why do you think you're here today? Daniel, what do you want to share with Johnny? Johnny, what do you want to share with Daniel? Daniel, what can you respect about Johnny? Johnny, what can you respect about Daniel? So those lines I knew I wanted. It's just a matter of how would these characters respond to that? Like how would Daniel, I'm not writing Bobby and like Susan. Oh, well, that was a terrible name choice because those are actually characters from Karate Kid. I wasn't writing Timmy and Stevie, like two random characters where I could say whatever I want. You know, these are this is Johnny and Daniel. You guys know these characters. If I didn't write these, I hope I wrote these characters to how they are in the show. Because if I didn't, you guys would be the first ones to know that's not Johnny, that's not Daniel. But that was the challenge, was if the therapist is saying, why do you think you're here today? What would be the response? Johnny doesn't want to be there. So Johnny's like, I'm only here because he made me. Like, that's the only reason I'm here. And Johnny and Daniel's like, you know, we need this, Johnny. Like, come on. Like, you know, because Daniel needs to be the one who's kind of like, the reason that they're there is because of Daniel. Like, someone had to kind of put them there, you know. If it wasn't going to be Johnny, it had to be Daniel. So, like, you know, you couldn't have Daniel be like, yeah, I don't want to be here either. Like, because they're there. So Daniel's trying to work things out. Which is ironic because ultimately he's the one who punches the therapist. So he literally is the one who brings him into therapy to resolve issues. And then he ends up starting the whole fight and knocking at the therapist. Which actually I think brought Daniel and Johnny closer together. So it kind of did work. The session did work in a way. But then you have therapist ask, Johnny, is there anything you'd like to share with Daniel? So I'm thinking, okay, like let's do something where like Johnny's revealing like he did something to Daniel that Daniel never knew about. So it's like, okay, like, you know that rat in your house you found last week, and you found a monkey and then a frog after that? Yeah, that was me. And then Daniel's like, what? Like, why would you do that? And then Johnny like Johnny needs a reason. So let's say like, why would you tell Carmen my middle name? And then Daniel's like, I think Harold is a great middle name. So now, if you guys didn't know what Johnny's middle name is, it's not like official canon, but in like Cobra Kai Kid, Toons canon, it's Johnny Harold Lawrence. That's Johnny's middle name. And then Johnny gives the whole Lapusso line, like, I wouldn't go there, Lapusso. And Daniel's like, don't call me that. And then the therapist says, Daniel, what do you want to share with Johnny? And then it had to be something that like you gotta like have these characters go at each other constantly. So it's like there is something I want to share. Like, I don't like Iron Eagle, and it's like because Johnny loves Iron Eagle. So it's like, what? And then like Daniel, like, the writing's terrible, the characters are bad, like, and then I was like, you know what? Let's put a little Easter egg in there. Like, Doug should have been played by Ralph Macchio. And then Johnny's like, Ralph from The Outsiders? So, like, not from The Karate Kid, from The Outsiders. Like, that dude's a chump. And And then Daniel's like, oh, but people say I look like him. And Johnny's like, I don't see it. And then then the therapist asks Daniel, like, what can you respect about Johnny? So now I'm trying to, that one was also like a tough one because now, so it's like, what do you respect about Johnny? And I'm trying to think, what does Daniel respect about Johnny? So Johnny's a formidable fighter, he's in good shape, but he can't just compliment, like the two can't just compliment each other. There has to be like a snarky remark. So it's like, what do you respect about Johnny? Well, I respect, like, he's in great, like, physical shape, like, just, but he has that, like, he freaking lives off a diet of ham and Coors Light. And then, Johnny, banquet, LaRusso, Coors Banquet, lights for pussies you would know. And Daniel's like, you see what I gotta put up with? Like, I love that because, like, Daniel just always complaining to everybody. Like, do you see what I have to put up with? Yeah, acting like he's the victim. And then the therapist says, Johnny, what do you respect about Daniel? And then, like, I had to go there with that one came to me. I was like, yeah, that's perfect. He's like, well, I respect, like, he uses child labor to wash his cars and paint his house. And Daniel, like, this pisses Daniel off so much. I know he pisses him off because everybody thinks it's just chores. Like I'm teaching them karate. Like, and then, he gets his, like, Daniel mad, like Daniel, and then Johnny. That's one of my favorite lines is when Johnny says, yeah, because the guys who wash my car must be real karate masters. And then this part was great. Daniel saying, watch it, Johnny. Like, Miyagi-Do has a tradition that goes back hundreds of years when Shimpo Sensei, like, and he's going into the whole thing. And then Johnny just yawns. Like, it's just, and then Daniel has had enough. And then they get into the whole fight. And yeah. So that's episode 3. Love that. Oh, God. Ariane, all right, time for me to go. I want to say Kai Toons is absolutely amazing. It's going to keep blowing up. You're doing great with these projects, man. See you soon. Thank you, Ariane. Can't wait for the recreations. Have a good night. Will I do a reaction video for the trailer next month? Oh, yeah, definitely. Brianna says, by the way, hubby thought I was lying when I told him I was a therapist. He said she sounds nothing like me. Apparently, I yell much louder when I'm trying to break up a fight between two idiot men. Brianna, you did a great job, though. You did a great job. I mean, I love, especially, like, I mean, just when you, like, stop it. Like, it's like two little kids. What episode was my favorite? Probably 3. Poe says, Kai Toons better get at least 100K views by the end of the month. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be pretty cool. What's Bert's mom's name in Kai Toons? Oh, Bert's mom. You're one of my favorite YouTubers. Oh, thank you. Kai Toons to Netflix. Oh, oof, that'd be pretty cool. That's my dream, is to work for, like, I don't know, to do, like, I don't know. That'd be cool to, like, work for Netflix. That's Cobra Kai Kid. Keep it up. Oh, thank you, Gaiden. Appreciate you for joining. Bryce Productions. Sean Kanan joked in an interview that maybe Mike Barnes was Daniel and Johnny's therapist when he grew up. Should have done that for episode 3. That's funny. I think I heard that. Just watched episode 1. It was so funny, especially the Bert part. Yes, Bert is the GOAT. Are we still having the cartoon competition? Yes. Eventually. I don't know when, but eventually. Chosen Vader owner, it's good that you're making these while the wait for season 5. Yeah. I mean, that's what I try to do with the channel, is not just cut it off at the season 5 point. Or, like, not just depend on new seasons for content. Like, I try and, be creative with it so that when there's a lull, Cobra Kai lull, when there's a lull in Cobra Kai, you could turn to Cobra Kai Kid. And I feel like the past couple months have been really fun. There's been a lot of Cobra Kai Karate Kid content other than the show itself. So, Coors beer and ham. I'm honestly surprised Johnny's still alive. Yeah. Congratulations on the release. Nice to see you casted so many of the Cobras. Yes. Did you guys see like some of the characters like Reagan, Olivia Garner, Phoebe French, like G-Rod, Owen Morgan, who am I missing? I think that was like those were the cast members from Cobra Kai that were in this. There he is. There he is. There he is. The man himself, the animator of not of the animator of Toons. Fighting Flix, Gene Kirk. What is up, man? We were beginning to think you wouldn't show up. Thank you, Gabriella. Ronald, we need another Cobra Kai Got Talent, Drew. Oh, yes, we will do that. We will do that. Naruto? Yes, there's going to be more episodes. There will be more episodes. Thank you, Samuel. Fight and Flix. Bree totally stole the show for sure. She should spin off into her own series with Ness. Yes. Julia Macchio, freaking bro. Julia Macchio saw the animations. Oh my goodness. Dude, that is insane. Julia Macchio like commented on it on Twitter. How crazy is that? What were we hinting at with Barnes in the intro? There's no Barnes in Toons as of right now, but maybe in the future. I wouldn't say like take the intro. I mean, the intro was just different characters, so but it's always possible. That'd be pretty cool if Sean Kanan wanted to do it. If Sean Kanan wanted to voice Mike Barnes. Did I know about the Cobra Kai book coming out? Yeah. I heard about that. I think I don't think Brianna's too happy about it. I did hear about that book though. It'll be cool. I should put Daniel's dealership in Toons. Yeah, it would be fun, like Louie and Anoush. That would be fun. Imagine getting Dana Dune and Brett Ernst. Bree's not happy. Bree will rant this afternoon. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. Oh man. Well, what is it? Like a behind the scenes book? I don't know. I don't even know. So basically, I think they're asking for fan art, and then they're not like, they're just kind of like give us fan art and that's it. Is that what it is with that book? I don't know. Give us the tea. What's the tea? I should do an interview with him. Oh, I would love to interview Sean. That'd be fun. Your karate's a joke. Where is it?
Your karate's a joke. You're one heavy whip, Daniel.
You're one heavy whip, Daniel. Oh, man. Do I think we'll get something this month for season 5, or do I think we'll have to wait for the full trailer in August? I think we'll get something this month because I think there'll be a teaser and then a trailer. I just hope. I'm going to be away next week, so I hope they wait until after, but you never know. I'm just glad that nothing released during Toons. That would have sucked. That would have really sucked if something released during Toons. But we're good. We're good. Let's see where Toons is at now in terms of how many views. It's been doing really good. Like, thank you guys so much for all the love and support on it. Let's see. Episode 1 has 10,000, almost 10,600 views. Episode 2 almost has 3.5 thousand views. And episode 3 almost has 5,000 views. That's like pretty insane. That's pretty good for the first couple of days. Thank you guys so much. Do you guys have any more questions about Kai Toons? Comment them down below. Or maybe we could bring some people on. Let's bring some people on for the last couple minutes. Like, we'll just very briefly. I'm gonna put a link in the chat. I'm gonna put a link in the chat. If anybody wants to come on, ask a question about Kai Toons. And also Brianna's in the chat. She was in Kai Toons, and Fight and Flix is the animator. So if you have questions for them, comment them some questions. So the link is in the chat. If you guys want to come on and ask a question about Kai Toons. The only thing is I will ask if everybody who comes on can turn on their camera and then just like show their face, like, so that way we can just know who's who. So come on, ask a quick question. And yeah, so let's bring in our first person. Got Chosen Vader owner.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. How's your 4th of July?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But yeah, I just saw the first episode. I do have to watch the next episode. I know it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. And yeah, the first episode, I gotta say, was pretty funny, especially the part where Tory's sober. He was like shocked when the guy said, "Oh, what about my money and stuff?" You know, like he was paying the ref. It was just so funny that people were like confused. They're like, "What? You pay the ref?" Like, but yeah, it's amazing, dude. Nice job. Nice job.
Thank you. Yeah. It was like first they got disqualified, so that was the first thing. Like weren't they supposed to be banned? So that was the first thing. But then it's like on top of that, he also cheated. So
Yeah.
it's like there's all these different factors. So I'm glad you liked the first one. What do you think of the winner of the tournament?
Pretty good. And man, I'm sorry, the Bert part of the episode is probably the best part. He's the highlight of the episode, if I'm being honest.
Awesome. Yeah. Which part specifically? Was it the reveal? Was it the speech?
It was just a speech, man. I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah. Well, you know, if it were up to me, I would give Bert I would put Bert as the star of every episode because like he's just they everyone doubt like that's literally the line. Like everyone doubted me. They all thought I was just the nerd, but like the nerd did it.
Yeah, the nerd did it.
The nerd did it. So you didn't watch episodes 2 and 3 yet?
Nope, I'll watch it today.
Ooh, okay. I'll be curious to hear what you think about those. Do you have a question about Kai Toons or?
Not really. I just hope season 5 does great. I hope we get a trailer, please. I've been waiting patiently for that trailer to come out. But yeah.
I know it's been a little quiet. But I mean, it'll be here before we know it. So
2 months, man. 2 months.
2 months. Well, Chosen Vader, thank you for coming on. I'm so glad you liked episode 1, and let me comment like what you think about the other episodes. I want to hear what you think.
All right. I'll see you later.
All right, cool, man. Take care. Awesome. And remember, everyone, if you're coming onto the stream, just turn on your camera, and that would be great. Thank you. Let me just read some quick chat questions. Nobody had to memorize lines. Because you're not acting in front of the camera. So like she had the lines in front of her, I had the lines in front of her, or in front of me. So yeah. Did Owen Morgan have to read the lines or remember them? No, he didn't. I wish I could have seen him like record. He just sent the audio, but that would have been pretty fun. So yeah. All right, Eagle Fang fans. Let's get Eagle Fang fans on here. What's up?
Hi,
How's it going?
I'm good. I'm so nervous. I've never been on one of these before.
I know this is the first time I'm seeing you. Welcome.
I have a question. You should put Daniel's dealership in episode 4 and just have Louis with a snake. It's like in season 3.
That would be a good episode with a new share too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that idea. That's a great idea. Are those like your favorite characters?
No, my favorite character is Robby and Hawk.
Okay, I like the creativity. What made you think of that idea?
I just remember watching season 3, and that was one of my favorite parts. So I just came up with that idea in Toons.
Oh, that's it. That's a good one. We'll have to bring you on to the writing team. I like that idea.
Thank you.
Of course. And you have any other questions or anything else?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, it was nice meeting you. Thank you for
Thank-
coming on.
Well, thank you for having me on.
Of course. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. It's like you could like hear his like breathing through the microphone. Okay. I think we've reached the hour mark. So I think we're gonna wrap up. I think we're gonna wrap up because we have reached the hour mark, but we'll take like questions from the chat quickly for the next minute. And then yeah, let me just why did the creator of the Karate Kid musical change Mr. Miyagi's first name from Naryoshi to Chozen? What was his reasoning behind that? Well, it was Robert Kamen, the original writer. I don't know why I don't remember what his reasoning was for that, but I'm not sure. Who was more fun to voice, Daniel or Johnny? I would probably say Johnny. I mean, Johnny was just the best to voice. I mean, Johnny's just whoops. Drop my water. I would probably just say Johnny because Johnny is just like too funny. I mean, let me just take the link off the live stream. Yes, I would probably have to say Johnny. Yeah, just because Johnny's just like the I don't know. I just love voicing him. Yes, thank you. Did I have any help writing the script for Toons? No. I wrote all the episodes myself. Which episode is my favorite? Episode 3. Episode 3 all the way. Episode 3. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna wrap up because we're at the hour mark, but there will be more Toons episodes in the future. I promise you guys, probably after season 5, though. So stay tuned for that. Those will be coming. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for all the support, the love for Toons. Just remember, every time you view it, you're helping out Ukraine. The first month, all the proceeds are going to go there. So just keep watching it, keep supporting, keep sharing. It's been doing really good so far. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time on Cobra Kai Kid. And until then, remember, Cobra Kai never dies. Bye, guys.
Mercy is for the weak. Here, on the street, in competition, a man confronts you, he is the enemy. An enemy deserves no mercy. What is the problem, Mr. Lawrence?
That's it.
Stop it! Stop it!